See, they're curious. They're curious. Hello? They're like, where's she going? Maybe they're getting used to me. Hey guys. Good morning. It's Amber from Thrifty Journal Shop. Can put a face with a name. I know I've been on here one other time. I think I was out last year on my skis. So sorry for the funky getup, but it is what it is today because it's really cold out. But yeah, see, they're like, what are you doing? Hi. Hello. Oh, I see you, brown cow. Hey guys, welcome. You're at the Thrifty Journal Shop. My name's Amber. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. And thank you all that keep coming back here. I appreciate you guys. I am just finishing up my coffee here. So I thought I would just share a different type of December daily or a journaling practice that I've recently started doing. Well, I should say I started it last November and I bailed on it a little bit, but then I picked it back up at the end of October. So I thought I would just talk a little bit about that and share a little bit today. I have mentioned these journals before. In fact, I know I did a flip through of this binder journal. I will link the playlist down below. And I also created this one with you guys. So I started this journal last November, and the goal was for me to just keep track of me getting outside in nature. Now, I love nature. I talk about that often here in the summertime, in the springtime. It's no big deal. I get out often. I've had an outdoor job for the last 9 years. But come winter here, come fall, it gets very interesting here. If you live in the north or you're from a state that doesn't get a lot of sunshine, you know what I'm talking about. So last November, I started this. I didn't work in it very long. I think I started it November 21st, and then I put it down December 4th. And then I did pick it back up, I believe like mid-July, and I worked on it all through July, August, and then I filled it up. It was full. I know I had some videos also where I shared me just creating in it. And so it was just a really fun journal. And what I love about the binders is that, well, I like the size of them as much as I love large journals. I like this size. I like that I can move the pages around, and I love that I can travel with it. And they're just so fun. Like if you want to just have a journal that is as is and you don't want to make the cover and all of that, a binder is great. This one, and I've explained this before, this was a golden book that I glued to the cover, and then I covered it with the bear. And then I just take washi, well, this is like carpet tape, and I stick fabric to it and I run it along the spine. So this one I filled up nicely. For this one, I love this cover. This is a vintage cookbook, and I just think it's beautiful. And I just covered the spine here with some fabric because I love fabric. And I think I made this in September, but I didn't start using this until October. And this has just been such a fun journal. And I've been using it every day since October 26th. It's so much fun to have a routine, a journal, and it can be a very simple process. It might be that I just glue a picture, I might write something. I think I've had a few incidences or a few days where I needed to catch up on 2 or 3 days, but for the most part, I have sat down every morning or in the evening. This is a great like couch journal because it's hard and it fits in your lap. So just a great way to document maybe your day or whatever it is that you want to do. So the goal for this was that I made a pact with myself that I was going to get outside as much as I could. The goal was like every day to get outside and move my body. Now, this wasn't for like exercise purposes necessarily. This was more for my mental health because it gets really dark here. in November, we might see the sun one time. It rains a lot. And then December, January, February, it's a long winter. And I know that I can exercise inside. It's just not the same. I keep myself very busy with my YouTube channel and making journals, and that has helped me a lot. But I wanted to see if I just got outside every day, and it could be for 10 minutes, how it would help and, where I would be with that. So this has just been so much fun. I use a lot of my own fodder. I use magazine pages, and I just journal. And what's nice about this too is there's days where I might want to write about my day, or I might want to get something out. And so this has been the place for that. But I look forward to creating in it every day. And then I can write things down, because sometimes I'll think back, what did I do? And I can't always remember. And so this is a nice place for it. I fill it with, everyday trash. Where I love my trash journals, a lot of times they're big, they're huge. And then if I love the papers in the back, I can move them around. And then I have just some fun stuff in here. Here I drew the little forest. I have Snoopy. I drew my bike. So I draw in here. I use packaging. And I did it every day in November. And I've been loving to draw faces. And so this is just a nice thing to do too. I can just sit down. I used markers and a pen really quick. I love how she turned out. And I just write about my walk today. Like for here, I did a 39-minute walk, and it was, out in the field. It was windy. And so I just keep track of that. Then here's some of my fodder with my bears. I won't flip through it all, because I will do a final flip through of it when I'm done. I'm thinking I'm going to be able to get December in here and January, and then I will probably start another one. And I have these two. I would love to put some of these in my Etsy shop. So I am on the hunt for binders, because these are actually the only two that I have left. And I love them. I love the size of them. And they have just become such a great everyday journal. And you can pick these up at thrift stores. I've had some really big craft ones also. So they do have larger ones. And then it's really simple to make your own template, fill it with your own papers, use the original book pages if you have them. Packaging. This was some awesome coffee. I wanted to remember, even though I'm supposed to be drinking decaf, because if I drink regular, sometimes I don't sleep that great. And then this is a tracker too for that, keep my sleep and how I feel and my mood and all of that. Most importantly, I just love working in it. So what I did was I got to the end of November, and I took a lunch paper sack. I cut it off. I made this pocket here, and I just made my own little key. So I had bike, walk, and ski, and just for something else fun to do. And then I have my total days. So out of the 30 days, 26 of those days I got outside. And I had 111 miles, which I think I talked about before, that this was supposed to be like a back to the basics, where you just got outside, you moved your body. Maybe you necessarily didn't track like on your watch. There's nothing wrong with that. But that you just did it for fun, or did it to just for your mental health, did it just to be outside in nature. And so, yeah, I kept track, but this was nice too, because I come from a background a little bit of being like a compulsive, obsessive exerciser. So this is another way for me to like slow down and just enjoy. So I did. It was 111 miles, and I had almost 19 hours of moving time. But there were days where I just got out for 20 minutes. So it's just all about getting outside. And there's not about a certain time or a certain mileage. It could be for 10 minutes. One day, I think I rode my bike for 7 minutes, but I got outside. It was raining. And yeah, I ended up getting out 26 days. And I think that's awesome out of 30. I've started, here's December. So December 1st, actually, I didn't get outside, but I had this crazy day of organizing my craft shop, starting to move things around, working on final journals to get out. And I ended up getting, like my watch said, which again, but it was just interesting. I had 22,000 steps that day, 12 hours of moving time. I mean, I was up at 6. I was putting up the Christmas tree. I was doing all sorts of crazy stuff. So I count that, even though I didn't get outside. That was a really busy day. And December 2nd, I went out, I got out on my skis. It was windy. It was so cold. I couldn't really see because it was snowing so hard, but I got out and I felt better. And then yesterday I had a day. December 3rd was a day. I was down. I was tired. I took the day I didn't get outside. And today I was back at it, and it was really cold and windy, but I got out there. I went down. I saw the bulls. They made me smile. I'll put some photos in here. Might add some video clips in here also. Oh, it's getting really windy back here. I just wanted to show you. As you can see, this is all just open field. This is all farmland, and there's acres of it, and it's so nice. So I come back here and I get out. This is my winter ritual that I've been starting, especially this year. I've got a journal. I'll talk more about that, but I get out. I try to get out every day, even if it's for 10 minutes. It's for my mental state, because otherwise it would be like Jack Nicholson in The Shining. You guys seen that movie? We all get a little crazy sometimes. So here we are. And I saw my crow friends. And then here's my little December graph and my little key here. And then I'm just going to glue this on the page. And yeah, this has just been such a fun journal. So I just thought I would share that with you. If you are looking for an alternative way to journal through December or just through the year, maybe you want a daily practice, maybe you struggle with seasonal affective disorder, or you just struggle in general at times. I know the holidays can bring up memories for people, and it can be hard, and it can be happy, and all of that also. I just thought I would share this with you and just show you. I add all sorts of fun pages in here. I mean, there's construction paper, writing spaces. These are the original pages, and I write right over it. It's not always about me being able to read it. It's just about getting it out. And this is a game changer for me. I enjoy it. I look forward to working at it in the morning or in the evening. It makes me happy to just add whatever I have sitting there. This is just a scrap out of a magazine, but it looked like what it does today. And I just used Scotch tape and wrote on it. Here's one of the little whimsical dogs that I made, and I'm not sure when this video will air, but I have a video with these. So okay, guys, I hope that this just gave you some inspiration, some ideas, some lightheartedness, and maybe this is something that you were looking for, a way to journal to get through some difficult months and just to have fun and to find a different kind of practice. All right, guys, I so appreciate each and every one of you guys for being here, for watching, and I hope that you have a wonderful December. I hope you find some sunshine. I hope you get outside, and I most importantly hope you find some time to be creative and fill your heart with joy. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you soon. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you find some sunshine or some cool weather, or wherever you're at. I hope you get outside. I hope you find some creative time. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you soon.